This episode is sponsored by the new MS in Business Analytics program at Chapman University's Argyros College of Business and Economics. In just 10 months, this STEM-designated MSBA program will equip you with cutting-edge skills in machine learning, data visualization, cloud infrastructure, and more. You'll not only analyze data, but learn to tell compelling stories that shape the future of business. Located in sunny Southern California, Chapman University offers a unique learning experience at the intersection of tech and creativity, with specialized courses in areas like entertainment and real estate analytics, and access to an extensive alumni network. The MSBA program prepares you to lead in any industry. Are you ready to unlock the power of data and make an impact? Learn more and start your journey today at chapman.edu/MSBA.
Hello, everybody. I'm Henrik Cronqvist. I'm the Dean of the Argyros College of Business and Economics at Chapman University in Southern California. And today we are very excited to be talking to Victoria Viamin, and she's class of 2019, and she works for Doordash. She is a strategic partner manager.
Hey everyone, my name is Tori Nguyen, class of 2026 with Argyros College of Business and Economics, and we are so excited to have Victoria with us today. We always love to start with questions that talk about foundations and where Chapman come from. So Victoria, feel free to introduce yourself, but the first question starts with, what inspired you to pick Chapman, and what is a core memory that you have attached with it?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, first of all, Tori and Henrik, for having me today. I'm very excited, very humbled to be here and talk about my experience, my career. So again, thank you. And starting things off, so yes, I work at Doordash, class of 2019. And I'd have to say the reason that I picked Chapman, not only for its beauty and the location, but really because of its small class sizes. I went to high school in the Bay Area. I remember I graduated with a class of 650 people. And for me, that was really large. I didn't get to know everyone from my student body. And so when I was thinking about colleges and those colleges with those big sport football teams and, just being a fish and just wandering around, that to me, that seemed a little difficult. So I narrowed my search. I wanted to understand if there was a college that you got to know your professors, you got to be a part of so many different activities and clubs. And that's what brought me to Chapman. And with that, my favorite core memory was just that, being a part of so many different activities and clubs. So for example, in my time at Chapman, I was in a sorority. I joined this Chapman Snow Club. I dabbled in a law fraternity for 1 year. And then I also was a leadership minor. I even thought about doing a social justice minor. So being at Chapman allowed me to just find myself at the very gist of it.
Wow, well, you definitely found yourself and then you started your career. Let's talk a little bit about where you are right now. So your title is Strategic Partner Manager at DoorDash. So explain to everybody, what does that mean? What's part of that role?
Exactly. So it's actually kind of a funny title because you don't hear strategic partner manager very often. You hear account manager, you hear account executive. But here at DoorDash, to break it down super simply, I use strategy to partner with my merchants, which are restaurants on the DoorDash platform. And I manage a book of them of about 30 different restaurants. So my day-to-day is meeting with my clients, my restaurant partners, and ensuring that they grow their business on the platform. So I use a multitude of different data skills and interpersonal skills to allow them to trust me that I can grow their business accurately on DoorDash.
That's really great to hear. I mean, it's so detailed in terms of I didn't know that you could also work on a small scale, but on a large scale within clients as well. And I know a lot of college students use DoorDash, so it's perfect to bring it up to our
Exactly.
apartments in itself. So, speaking of your industry, let's talk about you as a woman within it. Do you find yourself with obstacles? If not, great. And how do you navigate in that world, even with regular problems?
That's an excellent question, Tori. And to be honest, the challenge that I face every single day, I think is more from a young working professional, right? I'm 6 years out of college. It seems like just yesterday. And I face in my industry, restaurant owners that have been working and growing their restaurants for the last 30 years. So imagine a very typical person I deal with every single day is an older man who's put his whole life on the line to grow his restaurant and to outsource his restaurant to different franchisees owners, and they have to trust me, someone that does not know their business model to know what is best for their business on this third party platform. So I think more so in this day and age, I'm faced with more how to get people to trust me rather than any sort of like gender kind of gaps.
That's really insightful, and thanks for sharing those thoughts. Listen, one thing about your background that is really interesting is that it started here in Los Angeles area as a talent agent, and then now you're in the Bay Area in tech. So tell us a little bit about what are the similarities, what are the differences. As at the start of your career, you have covered both of those.
Yeah, great question. So actually, when I graduated from Chapman, I got very lucky. I think that last year of senior spring, I found an internship where it was business development at this media company called Studio 71. It was the heart of Beverly Hills. I was like way out of place. I wanted to be a social justice minor. I almost wanted to be a lawyer. So for me, it was like, wow, I'm great. I get to be a little bit more focused in data analytics. I think that because I had taken Marshall Toplansky's analytics class and understanding the world of data and how it's being used for every industry, I can make this work. And so I got to Los Angeles. I was a talent agent. And, where I am now, I think that what holds true to who I am is I'm a people person. I love understanding entrepreneurs' minds, especially of growing their business or growing who they are to make money. I think that I care a lot about people, and being a talent agent responsible for getting them in network with other, brands and deals. And the same thing here with DoorDash, working with that restaurant owner to make sure that they are in front of the algorithm on the platform. It works both ways where it marries that ability for me to care and to be a part of their business.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that is a very tough job because hunting and going to find something out for other people is a hard thing to do. So it's really great that you have a grit-based background going into DoorDash now. In terms of your industry and your job itself, let's say describe a day-to-day life at your job. So what does your day look like? How do you wake up? How do you balance your life? And how can students translate that into their schoolwork being so busy as college students?
What a good question. So for me, I have the honor to say that every day is pretty different because I am at the kind of the schedule of my clients and what their needs are. So every day, I think similarly, I'll start off by understanding, are my merchants having any technical difficulties? This can span to anything. This can span to technical issues or menu issues, restaurant issues. And then from there, it's meeting with my clients, understanding their goals, understanding how to ensure that they feel confident in the reporting that exists within the merchant portal of DoorDash, understanding how their sales are trending. And now I think that foundation of being adaptable is something that our students at an early age should be comfortable with, because every single day, I mean, I love a good routine, but if you rely on a routine too much, any sort of, wrench or, brick in the road can throw you off. And I think as a working professional, that's life. Like every single day, you're going to wake up to a new issue, a new problem that pretty much can be out of your control sometimes. So again, having that bravery and that courage to start the day with understanding there's some things I can't be in control of, but my attitude and my demeanor of how I handle it is something that I learned in college and something that I advise, all working professionals to be a part of or to become.
One part, this is related to what we have been talking about here, is sort of soft skills. And,
Yes.
and you talk about the hard skills, analytics, and so on, but also the soft skills. I mean, you were a leadership minor, which is very popular among our business students at Chapman. So, talk about that, and also about, how have you developed your soft skills that I imagine are very important in those relationship and partnership building activities that you do right now?
Absolutely. And I'm so glad to hear actually that it's gaining popularity. I remember my class sizes for the leadership minor were small but mighty. I mean, a lot of us are still very close, and I'm so glad to hear that it's gaining popularity because exactly as you pointed out, those soft skills, I believe, are almost as important, if not more important in this day and age. You building that connection, building that rapport with anyone who you work with internally or externally is very important with how I think your career progresses. So within the leadership minor, it was really amazing because personalities was, I think, the core of that minor, understanding how to work with different personalities. And I still take that with me. Actually, fun fact, I led a team bonding activity within my group last week, and I looked back on the activities that we used to do in the leadership minor and playing on, what are your top strengths? What's your personality type? And being able to understand within a team, especially when we all have targets, we all have goals to meet with, understanding here's my top strength, here are my bottom weaknesses, and understanding, well, my teammate actually has his top strength as my weakness. How can we work together to become a stronger unit?
It's been great to chat today. I think I wish we had more time. We look forward to continue to follow your success. And we have been talking to Victoria Viamin today. She's class of 2019 at Chapman and who is working for Doordash. And her role is strategic partner manager. So thank you so much, Victoria, for your time today and best wishes with the next couple of steps of your career.
Thank you all so much.